Surah Al-Waqiah is the 56th chapter of the Holy Qur'an and consists of a total of 96 verses. It is a Meccan surah, meaning it was revealed in Makkah before the migration of the Prophet Muhammad to Medina. The word Al-Waqiah translates to the inevitable, or the event, referring to the Day of Judgment, which is the central theme of the surah. This powerful chapter is known for its vivid description of the Day of Resurrection and the division of humanity into three distinct groups. The foremost, as Sabiqun, the people of the right hand, Ashab al-Yamin, and the people of the left hand, Ashab al-Shimal. Each group receives a different fate based on their deeds in the world. The foremost are those nearest to Allah, granted the highest rank in paradise. The people of the right are the righteous who also receive reward, while the people of the left are those who rejected faith and face punishment. Al-Waqiah also emphasizes the power and perfection of Allah's creation, pointing to natural signs like the creation of man, the growth of crops, fire, and water as evidence of divine control. It serves as a reminder of accountability, encouraging believers to reflect on their lives. Many Muslims recite this surah regularly, especially at night, due to narrations attributing spiritual and financial blessings to its recitation. It's considered a source of increased faith and mindfulness of the hereafter. Surah Al-Waqiah opens with a powerful reminder of the reality that awaits all of humanity, the Day of Judgment. The first 20 verses of this chapter shake the human soul and awaken the heart by presenting the unavoidable truth that this world will come to an end and every person will face the consequences of their actions. Allah begins by calling it Al-Waqiah, meaning the event, an event so certain and momentous that no one can deny or escape it. When it arrives, it will change everything. Earthly systems will collapse, power will be reversed, and illusions of control will be destroyed. The early verses describe the earth violently shaking and the mountains shattering into dust. These symbols of stability will no longer exist. Mountains that stood tall for centuries will become scattered particles. The message is direct. If even mountains can be reduced to dust, then what strength does the human being really possess? The world we depend on for safety and identity is not permanent. Everything material will be wiped away. This creates a sense of urgency, not fear for the sake of fear, but fear to guide us toward truth, righteousness, and preparation for what lies ahead. Then Allah informs us that on that day, humanity will be split into three distinct groups. The first is Ashab al-Yamin, the people of the right. These are the righteous, the obedient, those who strove to please Allah with their prayers, actions, and humility. They will receive their book of deeds in their right hand, a symbol of success. The second is Ashab al-Shimal, the people of the left. These are the ones who ignored guidance, disbelieved in the hereafter, lived for their desires, and turned away from the truth. They will be given their record in the left hand, a sign of shame and punishment. The third and highest group is the Sabiqun, the foremost. These are the elite believers, those who not only followed the truth but raced toward it. They did not settle for minimum worship or goodness. They were the first to sacrifice, the first to pray, to help others, to give in charity, to forgive, and to act with sincerity. Allah tells us that the Sabiqun will be in a special place of honor. They will be brought near to Him in the highest levels of paradise, in gardens of bliss that no eye has seen and no heart can imagine. A large number of them will be from the earlier generations, people who accepted faith when it was hardest, such as the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. From the later generations, only a few will attain that level. This indicates that as the world moves further from the time of revelation, true commitment and sacrifice become more rare, but not impossible. Their reward is then described in rich detail. They will sit on couches adorned with jewels, facing one another in peace and harmony. They will be served by youthful servants with cups of a special drink that brings no harm, no intoxication, and no regret. Unlike the wine of this world, which often leads to sin and headache, this drink will bring pure joy. They will have access to all kinds of fruits, not based on season or region, but available whenever they wish. The meat of birds, a delicacy and symbol of enjoyment, will be served according to their desire. This is not just a picture of physical luxury, but a reflection of emotional and spiritual peace. There is no stress, no competition, no fear, no sadness, just eternal joy and closeness to the Creator. These verses are not meant to merely describe paradise, but to inspire the reader to strive for it. The Qur'an does not tell stories for entertainment, it reveals realities to transform lives. Allah is calling every soul to reflect. Which group do you want to be in? The right hand, the left hand, or the foremost? Everyone wants paradise, but not everyone is willing to work for it. The Sabiqun are not those who simply pray or fast. They are the ones who push themselves beyond comfort for the sake of Allah. They are sincere in private and public. They sacrifice wealth and time. They forgive easily. They avoid arrogance and pride. And they love to give more than they take. These verses also serve as a strong reminder of the temporariness of this world. Today, we chase status, wealth, and recognition. But what value will these things hold when the earth itself will shatter? We prepare for jobs, careers, and vacations for months in advance. But how many of us prepare for the one event that is guaranteed to come, the Day of Judgment? Surah Al-Waqiah does not just inform, it awakens. It is a mirror to our priorities. The images of paradise are not distant fantasies. They are real destinations prepared for those who live with purpose. In conclusion, the first 20 verses of Surah Al-Waqiah are a divine wake-up call. They remind us that the event is coming, and no one will escape it. They divide humanity not by race, wealth, or fame, but by faith, action, and sincerity. They describe the destruction of the world to remove our attachment to it, and they offer the most beautiful reward to those who seek Allah with urgency and devotion. These verses demand that we ask ourselves daily, what am I preparing for, this world or the next? In verses 21 to 40 of Surah Al-Waqiah, Allah continues describing the rewards of paradise for the foremost in faith and then moves on to speak about the second group, the people of the right. These verses maintain a vivid, deeply spiritual tone with powerful imagery of reward, purity, and eternal satisfaction. The message is clear. Those who lived a life of belief and righteousness will be honored in unimaginable ways, in both physical and spiritual form. The scene in paradise continues with details that touch the deepest desires of the human soul. Allah mentions fruits of their choice, fruits that are neither limited by season nor availability. In this world, we crave certain foods but often cannot access them due to money, timing, or location. In Jannah, those limitations do not exist. The people of paradise will simply desire, and it will appear. The meat of birds that they long for will be served perfectly. This isn't just food, it's a symbol of perfect fulfillment. Everything the heart desires, whether it be food, comfort, or companionship, is granted in its finest form. Then Allah mentions the companions of paradise. These are described as women of perfect creation, pure, untouched, modest, and loving. They are not objectified in this description, rather they represent peace, emotional connection, and joy. Allah says they will be like pearls well preserved. A pearl symbolizes beauty that is protected, valuable, and unblemished. This description is not just for physical partners. It also reflects the environment of paradise itself, pure, untouched, peaceful, and deeply fulfilling. These companions will be for the people of the right, those who will receive their record of deeds in their right hand, symbolizing Allah's acceptance and reward. These people are not necessarily from the elite category of the foremost, but they are believers who lived with sincerity, avoided major sins, fulfilled obligations, and tried to do good consistently. They will also be rewarded with eternal joy, though at a slightly different level than the foremost. Allah reminds us that the people of the right will be among a large number from the earlier generations and a large number from the later generations. This tells us that Allah's mercy is vast. Unlike the elite group of the foremost, where few will be from later times, the group of the righteous is more accessible and includes many across history. It gives hope to the sincere believer that Allah's doors of forgiveness and reward are wide open for those who strive with honest hearts. Then the description returns to the environment of paradise. The people of the right will dwell among thornless lote trees. In this world, a lote tree has thorns and limitations, but in paradise, even nature is transformed into comfort and ease. The banana trees are lush and filled with fruit, easily accessible. The shade is extended, offering comfort without the pain of heat. Streams of flowing water surround them. Water in this life is essential, but it can be polluted or limited. In paradise, it is pure, abundant, and eternally refreshing. The fruits will be abundant and never-ending. In this world, fruits grow and then disappear with time. In Jannah, they remain, always fresh, always available, never restricted. One of the greatest stresses of this world is limitation, of time, of resources, of health, of opportunity. These verses remind us that in paradise there is no limitation. You will never feel hunger, thirst, sadness, fear, or exhaustion. And the more you desire, the more is given, not from effort, but from grace. That people of the right will also be with pure spouses, again highlighting both emotional and physical joy. But more than that, these companions are described as specially created, full of love, and matched perfectly to the desires and personalities of the believers. This companionship is eternal, based on purity, loyalty, and affection. In a world where many suffer from broken relationships, betrayal, and loneliness, this promise of perfect companionship offers deep hope. These spouses will be loving, equal in age, and full of modesty and joy. The unity between partners in paradise is free of jealousy, conflict, or boredom. It is love perfected, friendship elevated, and desire purified. They will be united on the basis of their faith and good deeds, not superficial attraction. As Allah continues this description, He reminds us that these rewards are not random or given by chance. They are for those who earned them through patience, worship, and sincere intention. In these verses, the concept of justice and mercy is beautifully balanced. Allah honors the believers not only because of their deeds, but because of His generosity. These rewards are beyond what anyone could deserve. They are gifts from a merciful Lord who knows what His servants went through in this life. All of these descriptions, couches, fruits, water, companionship, are metaphors as well as real descriptions. They represent the ultimate goal of human longing: peace, love, comfort, honor, and safety. Every human seeks these things in this world, but no one finds them perfectly. Even in our best moments, there is fear of loss, but in paradise, there is no loss, no fear, no sadness. These verses also contain a subtle but powerful warning. This joy is only for those who worked for it. This world is a test. If we allow ourselves to be distracted by temporary pleasures, we may lose eternal ones. If we pursue only comfort here, we may be denied comfort in the next life. But if we endure with patience and stay firm on faith, even through hardship, then the reward will be far greater than anything we sacrificed. By ending this section with the large number of righteous believers who will be granted paradise, Allah leaves the listener with hope. It's not too late. The doors are still open. These verses are not just a picture of paradise. They are an invitation to believe, to repent, to act, and to prepare. Because everything described here is real, and it's waiting for those who turn back to Allah with a sincere heart and a committed soul. O Muslims, the time has come to wake up. This world, with all its glitter and distractions, has made us heedless. But the Qur'an keeps calling us back, reminding us of the truth we so often ignore. Are we among those who live only for this temporary world, or among those who strive to get closer to their Creator? The verses of Surah Al-Waqiah are not just poetic descriptions, they are a reality that will come without a doubt. The day of judgment is near, and every soul will stand before Allah. No wealth, fame, or status will matter. Only faith and deeds will remain. These verses are a divine call, a wake-up alarm for the soul. We chase comfort in this life, yet ignore the eternal comfort waiting in the next. We build homes in a world that is crumbling, while our real home in the hereafter remains neglected. How long will we continue to turn away? Allah is merciful and always calling us back. His door is never closed. No matter how far you've gone, how many mistakes you've made, if you turn to Him sincerely, He will accept you. But the time is now. Tomorrow is not promised. Come back to prayer. Come back to the Qur'an. Reconnect your heart with Allah. Let go of arrogance, hatred, and sins. Purify your soul. Allah doesn't want perfection. He wants sincerity. Take one step toward Him and He will come running to you. Don't let this life fool you. Don't be among those who wake up when it's too late. This is the moment to return. Wake up, O Muslims. Rise before you are raised from your grave. Repent before the doors are closed. Believe, worship, serve, love, and you will find peace, both in this life and the next. Turn to Allah. He is waiting for you.